Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to season 7, I believe, of the or not Arizona Coyotes, Anaheim Ducks franchise mode. Uh, let's get into this video. I haven't done this in a while. So I haven't posted in 8 days because I had the flu. I still don't feel the best, but I'm getting better. So on the first line, we have Shepard, Trevor Zegras, and Andrei Sneshikov. Second line, we have Troy Terry, Leo Carlson, and Alexander Ovechkin. Third line, we have Andrew Mangiapane, Mason McTavish, and JJ Peterka. Then on the fourth line, we have Jack Quinn, Nick Paul, and Thomas Tatar. Defense, we have Pavel Mintyukov, Adam Bjornquist. Then second line, we have Jake Bean and Olin Zellweger. Then the third line, we have Philip Broberg and Jackson Lacombe. Then the goaltending, we have Devin Levi and Lucas Dostal. I'm hoping this goes through. We're offering Alexander Ovechkin $2.8 million retained, and Frank Vetrano basically $1 million retained, over to Ottawa for Ridley Gregg. Since we have a lot of retained on them, I wonder if I could get like a 5th round pick. They say they're pretty neutral. So I'm just going to go down each pick, see if I can get a 6th. Is not too thrilled now. And 7th rounder. Okay, we're not completely barking up the wrong tree. They just want to get a pick back. So let's do like a 7th rounder. They say no. What if we do 6th rounder? They still say no. Hoping we can get it done with a 5th rounder. They say no, but what if we do a 5th and a 7th, sorry. You're saying a bit more. This is a lot. I don't know with this game. A 4th rounder, still barking up. Okay, a 7th rounder. God, if I see barking up like the right tree or whatever, I'm going to throw this controller. A 6th rounder is not too thrilled. A 4th and a 5th. Like, this is fair. God, a 3rd and 7th. A 3rd and a 5th. Like, all this for Ridley Gregg, and they accept finally. So the only thing that has changed, I know it says for the left wing, center, but Ridley Gregg is now our second line left winger. Okay, so with 5 years remaining in this, right? Well, with his contract, we can go back down to that. He wants 6.7 for an extension. I think we could do like 6.3 for Ridley Gregg. Think that should be good. Then who else needs an extension? So Thomas Tatar, I signed him on a 1-year deal, so he's not going to want anything right now. But I think after this season or trade deadline, we'll get rid of him because he's 35 years old. And I'll sign some guys in the AHL. So, Braden Tracy says yes. Nikita says yes. Don't care about that trade. Ben King says yes. Pavel says yes. Noah says yes. Connor says yes. And that's what we were hoping. Ridley Gregg does accept his contract. I did not think this was going to happen. I thought we were a good team, but not this good. This Anaheim Ducks team is 45, 11, and 4. this season at the trade deadline, which is crazy. Then we have the Seattle Kraken behind us, then the Vancouver Canucks, then Edmonton, then Vegas, then Los Angeles, then San Jose, then Calgary. Then the entire league, we have us, Minnesota, Toronto, Boston, Colorado, Seattle, Dallas, Vancouver, New Jersey, and Edmonton. At the bottom of the league, we have New York, Calgary, Nashville, Washington, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Winnipeg, Chicago, Arizona, Detroit, and San Jose. Then goals for per game, which worst is New York, Philadelphia, and Calgary. The best is us, Toronto, Buffalo. Then goals against average. Worst, I believe this is worst, right? Yes. Worst is Winnipeg, Ottawa, then Montreal. Then best is Minnesota, Toronto, us. So now at the trade deadline, we have Trevor Zegras with 73 points. Then we have Andrei Snishikov with 67. Then we have Shepard in his rookie season, point per game. So hopefully he does continue that. Then we have Leo Carlson that has 58 points. Troy Terry with 54. Andrew Mangiapane with 53. Ridley Gregg not doing what we really wanted on the second line with 47 points, but I guess that's alright. He's probably going to finish the season with 50 or 60. Then we have Jake Bean, 46. Adam Buenquist with 45. JJ Peterka with 37. Pavel Mintyukov with 33. Mason McTavish with 28. Olin Zellweger with 24. Philip Broberg with 17. Thomas Tatar with 15. Jack Quinn with 13. Nick Paul with 11. Tied with Jackson Lacombe. Then for goalies, we have Devin Levi with not bad numbers. He has a 35, 10, and 4 record, 6 shutouts, a 907, and a 2.86, or 2.89, sorry. Then Lucas Dostal has a 10, 1, and 0 record, 0 shutouts, a 904, and a 2.63. So now in entire league, we have Kirill Kaprizov with 85 points, Patrick Kane, 84, Nico Hischier tied with Elias Pettersson with 83. Then we have Brock Besser and Jack Hughes, tied at 82. Then JT Miller with 81, Jasper Bratt with 80, Nathan McKinnon with 79, tied with William Nylander to round out your top 10 in points. We might not have a forward or defenseman in leading, but we have Devin Levi leading in wins with 35. Then we have Askarov with 33, tied with Samsonov. Then Philip Gustafson with 31. John Gibson with 30. Jeremy Swayman. Aiden Hill, which got brutally demolished against the Oilers today, losing it 5-1. I know I'm going to post this on Friday. Today is Wednesday. But just got absolutely demolished. And you can see by his numbers he's not doing good this season. But then there's Jasper Wallstead, Justice at 29 wins. Then Linus Allmark, Thatcher Demko, tied at 28 to end out your top 10 in wins. Then for shutouts, we have Devin Levi at the lead. Then Askarov with 5, and then Allmark, Vasilevsky, Samsonov, and Knight at 4. Then save percentage for a starter is Jesper Wallstead, then Samsonov, then Allmark. Then goals against average for starter is Jasper Wallstead. Then Samsonov. Then will be Allmark. Then for rookie skaters, I think that it's not going to be close, which it actually sort of is. Shepard at the top with 62 points. Then Berkeley Cotton has 50. Shane has 50 or 45, sorry. Then Sale, I tried to pick him up in a trade that was including Ovechkin, but couldn't. Then Thomas and Alonin, which I also tried getting, tied at 27. Jagger with 24. Then Anton Wahlberg, Jury, tied at 21. Then Dvorsky with 20. And then I believe Josh Doan, Alexander, tied at 19, round out your top 10 in rookie skaters. We are going all out this season. We're putting Thomas Tatar and this guy and a third round pick, hopefully, over to the Vegas Golden Knights for Petrangelo. Do they accept? They are fine with coughing up, so we could do something. I just want to get this done quickly. What if we add a fourth rounder? Okay, they still say no. What if we add a sixth rounder? They accept. I'm hoping this is going to be able to do. I'm going to offer Tyson Hines and a seventh over to the Devils for Bunting. They say no. They're fine with what we're giving them. So what I'm gonna try to do is do this. Let's try to give them like Stark. No. So what if we give them our lowest overall players that are in the AHL? So which would be him and him. And they accept. So the only changes, because we only did 2 trades that trade deadline, we have Michael Bunting filling in where Tatar was, and then we have Alex Petrangelo on the right side with Pavel Mintyukov. I'm hoping this line will do good. So after the trade deadline, we lost 4 games, which is crazy. And we've gone 61, 17, and 4. I think this is the first time in all of my YouTube, which has been a couple months, that I have gotten 61 wins, even 60. So behind us is Vancouver, Edmonton, Seattle, Vegas, Los Angeles, San Jose, and Calgary. Not behind us, I don't know what I'm saying. So we won the President's Trophy. Then there's Toronto behind us, New Jersey, Dallas, Colorado, Boston, Minnesota, Vancouver, Edmonton, and New York. Then at the bottom of the league, we have New York, Washington, Calgary, Nashville, Philadelphia, Arizona, Chicago, Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and Tampa. Then, for goals for per game, the worst is New York, Philadelphia, I almost said Chicago, Calgary. Then at the top of the league, we have us, Toronto, and New Jersey. And we had a 4.13 goals for per game. Crazy. Then the worst for goals against per game is, well, it's not really different. We have Winnipeg, New York, and Ottawa. The best is Vancouver, us, because we probably picked up, that's probably because we picked up Petrangelo, and then Toronto. So now for entire league, we have Nathan McKinnon with 107 points, then William Nylander and Jack Hughes with 106, Then Kirill Kaprizov and Nico Hischier with 104. Then Jasper Bratt with 102. Then we have Brock Besser and Patrick Kane with 99. Then Mitchell Marner tied with Joe Pavelski, JT Miller, Trevor Zegras to round out your top 10 in points. Then for goals, we have Shepard with 57, Alexander Ovechkin with 52, Brock Besser with 52, tied with Ovechkin. Then Nathan McKinnon, Austin Matthews with 49, Connor Bedard with 48, then Sebastian Aho, Mika Zibanejad, Jeff Skinner, Patrick Laine having 45 to round out your top 10 in goals. Then for defensemen, we have Cam Makar with 81 points, Adam Fox with 78, Quinn Hughes with 76, Vince Dunn with 73, Erik Karlsson with 72, Charlie McAvoy with 71, Kevin Korchinski with 69, Rasmus Dahlin with 67, Evan Bouchard with 65, so then Morgan Riley, John Carlson, tied at 63 to round out your top 10 in defensemen. Then there's the man, Devin Levi, with 49 wins. Then behind him is Samsonov with 44. Then John Gibson with 39, tied with Gustafsson and Hill. And also Askarov. Then behind them is Justice with 38. Swayman with 36. Jasper Wallstead with 35. Skinner with Shesterkin having 34 to round out your top 10 in wins. Surprising Skinner's there at San Jose. Then for shutouts, we have Devin Levi with 6 still, Ville Husso, Stuart Skinner, and Askarov and Samsonov with 5. Then save percentage for starter is looking like Allmark and Samsonov with a 914. Then behind them is Wallstead Skinner, which I've never named 4 goalies for save percentage with a 912. Goals against average for starter is Samsonov with a 2.73. Then behind him is Wallstead with a 2.78. Then behind them is Skinner and Allmark tied with a 2.86. So same for goals against average. I've never named 4 players. Wow. Then rookie skaters, which I think we all can probably tell who is at the top, which we are correct, with Shepard. Shepard having 86 points. Then behind him is Berkeley Cotton. Then Shane with 56, and I didn't say Berkeley Cotton's points. He has 60. Sale with 38. Alonen with 36. Thomas with 32, tied with Jager. Then Dvorsky with 31. Brad Lamberg, which we didn't see at the trade deadline, having 30. Then Anton Wahlberg with 26. Then I believe Jordan Gavin, 25 with your top 10 in rookie skaters. Team we are going against, we got a player against them, or a player from them at the trade deadline. We are going against the Vegas Golden Knights, which Oilers dominated. I'm going to keep throwing that out. So they have Chandler Stevenson, Thomas Hertl, and Jonathan Marchessault on the first line. Then Kevin LeBanc, William Karlsson, and Thomas Tatar on the second line. Then Ivan Barbashev, Nicholas Roy, and Joseph on the third line. Then Mason Shaw, Noah Gates, and Dakota Joseph. Joseph? However you say it. Defense, they don't look as good. They have Shea Theodore and Zach Whitecloud on the first line. Then they have Daniel and Noah Hannafin on the second line. Then Michael there with, oh my god, a 69 overall Mathis. Wow. And then can't forget about the goalies. They have Aiden Hill and Chris Grubauer. I don't know why I said Grubauer. That was obviously Drieger. I haven't done this in a while. I can use that as an excuse. So we know what to do. Sim 4 games and hope for the best. We win game 1. We win game 2. Game 3 we win. And we shut out the Vegas Golden Knights. I simmed 5, but we don't care. So in game 1 we win 6-2. Game 2 we win 5-2. In game 3 we shut them out in a 5-0 win, and then game 4 we win 5-3. For this round, we are going against my favorite team, the Edmonton Oilers. So they're pretty stacked. They have Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman on the first line. Then Evander Kane, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Adam Hronik, I believe that's how you say Hronik, on the second line. Then they have Matthew Knies, which I believe we traded to them in a trade, right? Yeah, we did. Then Ryan McLeod and Mike there on the third line. Then Jack, and one of their AHL guys, I forgot his name. Matt Voy, I believe is how you say it. Petrov, which has been in their AHL. Finally coming up. In all my simulations, he's never came up. I'm yapping. So defense, they have Nurse and Evan Bouchard. Oh, I've seen Ekholm. Then Cody Ceci and Carson Soucy. Then Mathis Ekholm, 79 overall. Wow. And Nick Purebeck. Then goaltending, they have Philip Gustafson and Sergei Borovsky. Is he on that $10 million contract? No, but he's on a $7.1 million contract. So 7.1 there and 2.1. So in match, they are like $9.2 or $9.3 in goaltenders. Wow. We know what to do, sim 4 games, and hope for the best. We win game 1, 2, and 3. We lose game 4, so going to game 5. We lose game 5, going to game 6. We win game 6. So, we win game 1, 7-1. Game 2, 4-1. Game 3, 8-1. Lose game 4, 4-0. Then 5-3. And then win game 6, 8-1. Is one of my least favorite teams, but I don't mind them. It is the Colorado Avalanche. So they have a pretty good team. So on the first line, they have Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, and Mikko Rantanen. Second line, they have Nick Kushtin, Casey Middlestad, and Arturi Lehkonen. I hate his guts with a passion. Then on the third line, they have Miles Wood, Ross Colton, and Oscar. Then the third line, they have Callum Ritchie, Michael Backlund, and Shane Curley, I believe is how you say it. Then defense, they have Devon Tays, Cale Makar. Third line, they have Dennett Fabro and Samuel Girard. And then the third line, they have Joel Edmondson and Josh Manson. Sorry for that. Wait, hold on. Oh. Then goaltenders, they have Justice and Ivan Porsvaitin. So let's sim for games and hope for the best. So, what? We lose game 1-3. So we lose game one, 3-1, then game two, 4-1, and then game three, 5-4. Then we win game four, 4-3. Sim game five, and we lose in the conference finals. Why is this Anaheim Ducks not able to get into the Stanley Cup finals? I believe we've made it there once. Like, bro, we had an amazing season. New York Rangers win the Stanley Cup. Then the Calder Cup goes to the Ontario region, I believe is how you say it. Then the draft lottery is Calgary, Winnipeg, New York Islanders, Washington, Nashville, Philadelphia, Vegas, or not Vegas, what am I saying? Then it's Philadelphia, Arizona, Chicago, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Tampa, Philadelphia, Visa, Florida, Columbus, Detroit, St. Louis, and Los Angeles. Oh, we have Erik Karlsson retiring. Then Jeff Carter, Jacob Vorak, JT Oshie, Jordan Stahl, Nick Foligno, Backlund, Sam Gagner, Andre Palat, Tyler Johnson, Lars Ellers, and Evgeny Dadonov. Then for goalies, we have Marc-Andre Fleury, Jonathan Quick, Jay Quick, Cam Talbot, Brian Elliott, Darcy Kemper, James Reimer, and Antti Ratta. Quickly knew all the team awards with Stanley Cup going to New York, us with the President's Trophy, then Colorado and New York in the finals. Then individual, Art Ross goes to Nathan MacKinnon, and the Hart goes to Nathan MacKinnon. Cale Makar gets to James Norris. Lady Byng goes to Trevor Zegras. Then Calder goes to Shepard. Conn Smythe goes to Chris. Then Vezina goes to Samsonov, which I think Devin Levi got ripped from it. I think Devin Levi should have got the Vezina. William Jennings goes to Thatcher Demko. Bro, what are these goalie awards? Bro, like Samsonov or like that should have gotten the William Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to Korzak. Jack Adams goes to the Senators coach. Frank Selke goes to Sidney Crosby for the second year in a row. Nathan MacKinnon gets to Ted Lindsay. And the Maurice Richard goes to Shepard. So we have like what, 4 awards in. Yeah, we have like. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have like 4 awards in general because of the President's Trophy. Not bad. So here is your playoff tree. Colorado swept the Minnesota Wild, then swept Dallas Stars, then won against us in 5 games, then lost to the New York Rangers in the finals. New York Rangers went against 7 against Carolina, 7 against New Jersey, then I believe 6 against Buffalo, and then 7 against New York, or not New York, Colorado. Hoping to do this, we're offering Alex Pietrangelo, Nick Paul, and a second over to the New Jersey Devils. And they accept. I'm hoping this one goes good, but I have no idea what to do because there's Parker here that I could get, but then there's Austin and Carl. I think Carl is probably our best bet because he's most likely going to be like elite low. Hopefully, and he is elite low. And probably our best pick too. We're at the re-sign phase. There's no one that we need to sort of, like importantly get. So I'm just grabbing some guys that I drafted. So Fata says yes. Matthew Schaefer says yes. Caleb says yes. Victor says yes. Gogolev says yes. Topi says yes. Lars Pedersen says yes. He should say yes, which he does. Oh, not bad. For free agency, we have Victor Hedman, Drake Batherson, Brad Marchand, Zetterlund, Tony DeAngelo, Lawson Krause, Warren Fogle. So, oh, I wish I could pick up this guy. But he is most likely, yes, an RFAT. But we have 8.6 million, so we might as well try to put it to good use. In free agency, hopefully we're going to be able to pick up John Marino, the guy that was drafted by the Oilers, but I believe never played a game with the Oilers. So we're going to pick him up on hopefully 5.8 for the next 3 years. Let's hope he accepts that. If we don't have someone that will be on like the center left, I'm going to grab E2 here. A $3 million contract for the next 4 years. Hopefully he accepts. So E2 does accept, and John does accept as well. So next season, this team should win a Stanley Cup. They should. We have Shepard, Trevor Zegras, and Andrei Snishikov on the first line. Then Troy Terry, Leo Carlson, and Ridley Gregg on the second line, which both of these are getting a 5 overall boost. So everyone here on the top 6 is a 90 overall or higher. Then on the third line, we have JJ Peterka, Mason McTavish, and Andrew Mangiapane, which Mangiapane is an 89 overall with that +2 over boost. And then on the fourth line, we have Michael Bunting, Atu Losterinen, and Jack Quinn. Defense, we have Pavel Mintyukov, Adam Bjornquist. Then on the second line, we have John Morano and Jake Bean. Then the third line, we have Olin Zellweger and Philip Broberg. Then goalies, we have Devin Levi and Lucas Dostal, which I have no idea what to do because, we have Gabriel Degg, which is an 80 overall. So, do we get rid of Devin Levi when he's finally good? Or have Gabriel Degg and Devin Levi as a tandem? I have no idea, but Noah Val's also a 79. Of the Anaheim Ducks franchise mode. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, please like and subscribe. I know I don't do this a lot, but it'll just hopefully get me more subscribers. When I get into a lot of subscribers, I'll probably stop doing it because I just hate it. It's repetitive, blah, blah, blah. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Skinner Proud out.